More like that's what he said. Um, you understand that I don't just make the coffee ready, right? Like, get out of here. No. No. But still,
Oh,
darling.
that is it! I am rubber and you are fat! Don't
Thank
you
you
dare
so
touch my hat!
Bug, you too. You showing off that beautiful head of mine. Thank you so much for all the love and support you have given me. But thank you so much for all the love and support you've given me to make... Ugh, I'm not centered at all. I'm terrible. This is Pop and Bottle. All the love and support you've given me. I'm so fucking lost. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Schnoodle, darling. Thank you so much. What are you doing back there? I'm trying to center myself. And I'm trying to compliment you. You make this impossible. Big shout out to Schnoodle. If you guys aren't following Schnoodle, check her out. This woman has been one of the most supportive people I've ever had. Be a part of the stream. This is her 4th coffee redeem, I think. 4th. She is bound and determined to find a coffee substitute that I'm going to enjoy. What we have today is Pop and Bottle vanilla coffee super concentrate. This, if you remember correctly, not the last one that she redeemed, but the one before that it was called Jot. It was similar to this, but it was not flavored. I'm very interested to see how the vanilla is going to partake in this, or how much vanilla it's going to be. How vanilla it's going to be. We will see. Schnoodle, I do appreciate you more than I can ever express. Thank you so much for your continued support. I did like the other one. The Jot was very good. I still drink on that whenever I would perchance be out of coffee, which God forbid. But sometimes you do mess it up. Sometimes you do run out. And what's really nice about these is you can just add them to water. Like, there's no brewing. There's no literally, and it can be hot or cold water. I just prefer hot to try to keep the standards somewhat equal compared to all the other stuff that we do. And that way, hot coffee, hot Jot, hot Pop and Bottle. Are you really? Well, it's just the amount of the amount of coffee that I consume, Riv. The amount of coffee I consume is just too much. You can't handle the coffee. You know what I mean? It's just too much. But, Schnoodle dear, this cup's for you. Thank you so much. We may joke around a lot, but there's nothing but love here. Absolutely. Absolutely. I give you a hard time, you give me a hard time. It's what we do. I'm interested to see if it's good. So I was that's because I was eating. I don't like drinking hot coffee while I'm eating something warm. It's just the contrast is not there for me. You know what I mean? Usually I prefer cold when I'm eating warm, or warm when I'm eating cold. That's why ice cream and coffee, clutch. Fantastic. I love it. Second week of decaffeine and de-sugaring myself. I get it. I get it, Riv. I support you for improving your health, but it is something that I would probably never be able to do myself. I remember when I wasn't feeling the greatest, I tried to decaffeinate, and it was rough. But thank you so much, Schnoodz. To you, dear. Let's see how well this goes. Wow, that's vanilla-y. Oh, that is very vanilla-y. I did just put a tablespoon in, not a teaspoon. They recommend a tablespoon per 8 ounces of water. This is an 8-ounce cup. Once you see the dreaded 100, it makes you rethink things. I understand. That is, oh my grace. That is a very strong vanilla taste. Um, it's not terrible though. It's just it's very upfront. Like okay, so the Jot. I'm gonna compare to the Jot a lot here, just because that there's similar things. The Jot was very coffee based flavor. This is very vanilla based flavor. If you are a fan of vanilla, this is for you. That's all I've got to say. Second take, not too bad, just because like I went to put it up to my lips and I just got an inhale of vanilla, and I was like, whoo, baby, that's some vanilla. It's actually quite delightful. It does have like coffee notes at the end of it too. Schnoodz, this is great. Thank you. You get 16 cups out of it. It's really good for hot or iced coffee. Definitely you vanilla fans out there, this is for you. For me, I do enjoy vanilla. Should we dilute it? Why would we dilute? I say it depends. How's the caffeine? The caffeine, I think if it's anything like the Jot, it should be. I thought you had to say caffeine on there. I forget what the percentage is of it. If I remember correctly, the Jot was 100 milligrams per tablespoon. 90 milligrams caffeine per tablespoon. Shit, I shoot too low. I haven't said the score yet, Riff. So it's 90 milligrams of caffeine, which is quite a bit. For those of you who are not as versed as I am in the caffeine addiction. For me, 90 milligrams is a good start to your coffee. In all reality, I could probably put 2 of these bad boys in here, and I would be just fine. Diluting it, I mean, obviously, if it's too much vanilla for you, I would definitely suggest diluting it. I don't think it would take away too much from it. No, I just said it was very good. Honestly, Schnoodz, I'm probably going to give this an 8, just because, like I said, I do like vanilla. There is a nice coffee finish on it. I was very worried that this was just going to be like vanilla flavor. Like, it's just going to be caffeine extract, throw in vanilla on top of it. I was not expecting the coffee aftertaste, which was a nice, pleasant surprise. And the fact that you can just get it and go. And you just, it is quite delightful. Between this and the Jot, both of them are really nice alternatives to if you don't have time to brew that coffee. Like if you wake up late and you just got to go, in order to like you just jump out the door like I do most of my existence when I'm running to work. You did good, girl. You did good. Thank you. But like a lot of times I usually wait until the last second to get out of bed and to run and go, and it's mainly because I can make coffee at work, so it's not that big of a deal. And so if I don't get my coffee in the morning, it's not that big of a deal because I can just go to work, I can just make coffee. Whereas for those people who maybe have a longer commute or something like that, I would be interested to see what it's like in cold water. I might do that later. We will see. But as of right now, hot checks out. I will say it's quite delightful. I did have a weird. The only complaint I have about it, okay, and it's not bad, so don't get me wrong. There was a crust at the top of the bottle. I'm not sure how much that affects it. Not affects it, but like if that is a thing that's going to continue to happen. It'll be interesting to find out as we go. I mean, obviously it's been sitting in my fridge for 2 weeks now, I think. But I mean, it did get crusty on the top. I don't know if that's going to, like, I don't know. Like is that going to be like the grounds? One of the times you're just going to take a sip of it and you're just going to get all this, nasty, crusty, really, like, clumped together concentrate. Or is it going to mix in just fine? But yeah, that was your roast rate. Schnoodz, thank you one more time, darling. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me. I have a lot of things in my fridge. I've got beer in my fridge. I've got Jot in my fridge. I've got this poppin' bottles in my fridge. I've got strawberry jelly in my fridge. And I've got some kind of liquid bread. Exactly. You get it, Riv. You understand me. I've got something else. A sauce I got from my grocery delivery service that I do during the season. But all the necessities. But yes, it is an 8. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was your roast rate for today. We will be sipping on this the rest of the night. I do have what's left of my coffee from the pot that I made earlier. But we'll finish that. And then depending on how far we go, will depend on... I wish I could get some beer right now. They're still on striking. Oh, you poor man. You poor man. But let us get back to Lost in Random.